Today's gonna be a long day. It's Friday, so happy Friday. Great. So today I've kind of gotten to a good routine of I want the mornings to be dedicated to social media stuff because that is the stuff I hate the most. So if I can just wake up and knock that out, that'd be awesome. Well, first I wake up and then I hit the gym and then I come back, eat, and then it's time to work. So the first thing I'll do, typically for about like 3 hours of my day, is gonna be social media stuff. So I did all that. That can be anything from like editing, video planning, posting, whatever it might be. So social media stuff for the first 3 hours of my day. Then I gotta go into actually running the business. So that's gonna be like not focused specifically on the training end, but mostly like the planning the business end. So it's gonna be like working on lead generation or sales tactics or marketing, things like that. And even though social media is a form of marketing, I kind of split those two up because there's a lot that goes into social media. I'd rather have like ads and all that other stuff be for marketing purposes. So I do that for a few hours. And then after that, I want to get into like actually doing the fitness stuff and the DNA stuff and planning all that stuff. So typically most of that stuff is going to be just meetings. And so I'll reserve the end of my day for that because, you know, I like talking for a few hours there. I can like plan meetings, and then also helps because most people are at work during the day, right? And so they really can only have meetings at the end of the day. And so that helps me because it works better on their time schedule, and I don't have to be like having, you know, one meeting for one person earlier in the day because they're off, and then I have to wait to do all my other meetings at the end of the day. So it's like, I want them all to be like bunched together, and I can do a bunch back to back to back. So I'll save the end of my day for that stuff. And then at least I'll block out like a few hours just in case, and I can adjust these times. It's not like a strict thing, but this is kind of like how I want it to go. But I can put a few hours in between right before the meetings to pretty much do any prep work I need to do for those meetings. That also allows me too, where it's like if I know I have a bunch of meetings coming up and I need a lot more prep work, I can kind of take the gas or the time off of the marketing stuff or like the sales stuff, because that's just going to be directly going into like meeting prep. So I can just extend meeting prep and do that for that day if need be. But that's the plan. But for today, this is what my day is looking like. So I did the first 3 hours of the day being social media stuff. Then I went into video planning specifically. So I want to have, so these two kind of like overlap. So I want to create different landing pages based on different ads. So this is going to be like more like the marketing. So business side is going to be like, all right, I want to work on getting more leads. That's the goal for this like next 2-3 months. So I'd say maybe a quarter. It's going to be on just getting a steady pipeline of leads. And so I want to run some ads, and I want them to have different landing pages because they're going to be focused on 2 different demographics, right? And so the first demographic is going to be people that want to lose weight, so more fitness related, and then the other side is going to be more health related, so things that are like disease risk and things like that. I usually bunch those two up, but I realized that in terms of targeting for ads, those are 2 very different people. That can be anyone that's like just overweight or looking to lose a few pounds of fat, to anyone that's worried about like cancer risk or Alzheimer's disease or Parkinson's, things like that. Very 2 different people, right, that we're thinking about. So I'm going to create different landing pages for them, which I've started to do, but I'm kind of planning out how I want those 2 funnels to kind of be their own funnels, but combined into one, because at the end of the funnel for both of them, they're just going to go into a call with me. So I need them to have like different ads that goes to different landing pages that put them into like slightly different forms, but like similar, but like what the forms are asking are going to be like different goals. And then from the form, it's going to be like book the sales call. And also as an extension in the middle, I don't know what part yet of that funnel, I want to have a video of like what this DNA stuff does, what the testing stuff does, and like testimonials and how it works. And so just as like more proof that it works. So I'm gonna do a personal video myself that I'm also gonna generate for content, but it's also gonna be looped into this funnel. That's gonna be like tracking my progress over the course of 30 days after doing this DNA test. So I'm gonna do another DNA test, or I'm gonna do a DNA test, and I am going to commit myself to 30 days of doing exactly what the DNA test says I should do, and it's gonna work, and I'm gonna have specific goals that a lot of people would want to achieve. And so I'm gonna track those goals throughout the 30 days, see if it helps, see if it doesn't. Probably will help. And so that's the point of having a good product. We know it works. So I'm gonna do that. That's gonna be the video. That'll be looped into the funnel somewhere. So at some point they see that, they'll be like, okay, cool. I know what the process will look like, and I know what the outcome I'm gonna get is gonna look like because they've seen it from me. So that'll be in the funnel, and then also just all the testimonials that I normally have on the website, which I have shown in a previous video. I'm gonna rearrange that into being as a part of like the forms or the funnel. So I'm gonna rearrange the website a little bit, and it makes sense too, because I'll show you what the website kind of looks like right now. So the website right now has, you know, this is the end goal, right? To book that first time free consultation, right? Because that's where I'm gonna be able to explain and make a sales pitch and things like that. And so that free appointment is going to be able to get me to understand the client's needs so that I would best be able to like address their needs. Because there's a lot of aspects that this testing can essentially help. I wanna know like what are their specific goals and issues. In terms of business, that'll help you with sales because you're able to like actually achieve an outcome that the client desires. You're not just guessing and throwing out a random desire like, okay, well this test can determine your risk for Parkinson's. And they're just like, dude, I just wanna lose some weight. And you're just like, okay. So that's part of it. Like, you know, from a sales perspective, it helps you to get that. From a funnel standpoint, it's kind of where I'd rather have the end of, because I don't want it to lead to just like a product, because the product is dependent on my service. So the product itself is the DNA kit, but I'm not selling just the DNA kit. I'm selling the kit with the plan that goes after it. So it's like guiding the client what to do, like from a step-by-step perspective, coaching, like guiding you hand by hand to your desired outcome. And that's part of the business model. It's not just the kit, because what good is the kit if you can't necessarily interpret it, or you don't know what to do going on from there. And so this is kind of what that looks like right now, unfortunately. So I have like the certain pricing plans, right? And then so this would be the DNA kit specifically, even though this would include it too, but this is just the personal training, this would be the kit. So I'd click that button because I want to do it, and it just takes you to the product itself, and you can buy now, and it takes you to your pay link. But I try my best to like, you know, explain what's in it. You know, it has these things, so the client would be able to understand that, but they wouldn't be able to understand right now necessarily that when they get this testing kit, that we would be coaching them, right? Guiding them once they get the results back through the best way to like reduce those risks or achieve desired outcome, whatever that might be. I want to make that a part of the process to getting this test, so that they can understand that, and they can at least put that value to the price standpoint, and understand what our service is. Because a website like this with just the product on here and the buy now, the pay link, that is fine for just product-based businesses. Like I have an energy drink. Like you don't need to have someone guide you through drinking an energy drink. You just want an energy drink, you choose which one you want, and then you buy it. Then it comes to you, that's it. But ours isn't just the DNA kit, it's the coaching specifically that goes along with it. So that's what I'm trying to build with the funnel. I got all the plans there. Ooh, can't see that. And so yeah, that's pretty much what I'm working on for today. And then I probably won't finish all that stuff, obviously. But the last part for right now, because there's always more shit to do, but the last part of right now that I want to do for making the fitness process a little bit better is that I have most videos already in like a recorded version. And so I want to have a whole catalog of all the possible exercises that I would ever give a client. And so I have that list already. I think I mentioned in the previous video. I did that on Sunday, so I listed out all of them. There's like 238 exercises or something. And I have about 150 of those recorded. So I need to do about another, what's that, 68 videos of how to do certain exercises. And so I want to film that today. I was gonna try to do it beginning of the week so I have it done by the end of the week, but then I got sick and I'm like, I'm not gonna talk on camera while I'm sick or feel bad. It's gonna look weird, whatever. So I'm gonna try to do it today, but it's a Friday. And I'm not gonna do it during a gym when it's a lot of people around or the music's blaring, things like that. So I was planning on going to the gym to record this stuff middle of the night, like 2 a.m. So there's nobody in there. I don't know if they're still open on Friday. I know for Monday through Thursday, they're definitely open 24 hours, but I don't know if they're open Fridays 24 hours. So I'm gonna double check on that. And if they are, I have a late night ahead of me because I am going to be doing that from probably like 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. And then actually tomorrow morning, I wanted to go over to, there's like a trail near us that's like, it's pretty populated, it's dense with a bunch of fitness people. And so, you know, people are out there riding their bikes, running, and there's a spot, it's called Clear Fork, that's, it has like a rest stop for all those people, and there's like a farmer's market that goes on, yoga classes, a little shop, coffee shop, things like that. And so I wanted to park up there, have a little stand, and then basically give away the cookbook there for anybody that's passing by. Maybe have like a cooler of water or something, just as like a water stop, but then also to, you know, hey, if you guys are interested in the cookbook, whatever, have their email list or have them subscribe to the email list so I have their email, and then I can get more clients that way. So more lead generation that way. So if the day goes exactly how I plan it to be, I need to finish up this funnel stuff or do as much as I can within the next 2-ish hours. I still need to do some cardio today, so I need to do that for like an hour. That'll take me to like 5. And then probably I'll have to go to the store to buy like a water cooler and a table and like a poster and like, you know, set up my stand. Everything that I need to do to set up my stand, I'm gonna do that. And then I'm gonna come back, I gotta cook dinner, eat, and then I'll probably take a nap for like 4 or 5 hours. Wake up around like 1 a.m., 2 a.m., hit the gym, record those videos till 5, slide over, probably come back and eat, slide over to the trailhead, and then go set up there for probably from like 5 a.m., 6 a.m. to like 10 or 11. That's usually like good morning time. A bunch of people are out there Saturday morning. And then, yeah, so I should probably be doing stuff until like 11, 12 tomorrow. So we'll see. This was a long clip, but hopefully that kind of gives you guys some idea of like what it's like on a day-to-day and just like how I got to allocate time. Because right now in like a small business, you kind of have to do everything. You have to wear like all hats, they say. Like you got to put on like the sales hat, the marketing hat, and like the outreach hat, and the system IT hat, and then the billing hat. And so it's like I gotta do a little bit of everything, so I have to find a way to like allocate the time best to doing stuff. And then that's a whole nother conversation of like, I have a meeting with a social media manager coming up on Sunday who was actually, we went to high school together, and he actually hit me up and was like, hey, I see you're posting some content. Would you like to get on the horn more with that? Because I don't have the time nor the editing skills to be doing that for, what is 3 hours a day, 7 days a week is gonna be like 20 plus hours a week. And I'm like, I would rather have some time to do some more lead generation stuff. So we can see what we can work out with him. I don't really have the money to, you know, hire and do a bunch of stuff. I can't hire a whole social media team or even a person right now full time, but at least if they can do a few videos and then maybe like commission-based pay or something like that, I gotta figure something out. But that's a whole new thing. So hopefully that frees up some time, but it's kind of what the day-to-day is like. Yeah.